Alright, welcome back. Race 2 is getting ready to happen, y'all. As qualifying for the Radicals now is underway live from Bathurst Mount Panorama. As before, I'm Warren Keith, WKK3 in the booth. Getting ready to call this one from flag to flag as, wow, that is a huge hiccup there for Staza, who's making his first race tonight. The hometown boy in real life doesn't live too far from this place, so he should be the favorite to win this, but these cars are proving a handful. There's 14 minutes left on the clock. 1 second. Alright, now we're back. Sorry about that, guys. A little family emergency happened right there. Things do happen. As we're on board with Staza and have been on board with Staza, as right now he's sitting in 5th place at a 2:14. 8 seconds off the pace. Switch over to your leader right now, that's Callie. Looking for redemption after that Mustang race. So we have a driver coming off right now. Someone, I think, just bounced out. As Shane now comes off pit lane. One of the other Aussies in the field. As he heads up Mountain Straight. See the track conditions up at the right part of the screen. 82 degrees is the air temp, 126 degrees is the track temp with a northwesterly breeze of 2 miles an hour. No rain in the forecast, as it is a clear day here in Bathurst. Unfortunately, I will not be able to broadcast tomorrow night's Bathurst 300. We'll be out of the house, out of town for New Year's. By the way, Happy New Year's to everyone who's watching. So we're getting close to that day. As Shane wrecks it up near the Dipper as he comes down the mountain now. Nothing to worry about. This is his warm-up lap as Staza. Jeez, Shane. As Staza drops a position as Napoleon moves up to 5th place. Carlin Hicks right now looking pretty good. If you're wondering, Carlin Hicks, that's right now, he's in the Sunday Cup League account. As he flies through the top of the mountain, looking pretty comfortable right now in that radical. His tires are all nice and warmed up. If you look at the top right of the screen, you can tell the tire pressure and the temperatures, which is very nice and convenient for commentators like me to tell if they're going quick enough to keep them warm or just backing it off or coming off pit road. So he heads into Forest Elbow. He's 2 seconds off the pace right now, which is the biggest qualifying gap we've had today. As they head down Conrad. Put the speedometer up for you. 167 entering the chase. Down to second gear, 71 miles an hour midway through the chase. Shifting up through the gears. Second gear, final corner. See if this lap time improves for Carlin, as there's a spinner off of the final turn. It does, but it's not going to get him anywhere. He's now 2.3 seconds off, rather than the 2.7 he was prior. So still looking for speed is Carlin Hicks. Anger management right now in 3rd. There he is. There's his car livery for tonight. The white and green, the headlights on. So he's going to start coming up mountain straight now. You're wondering where your last race winner is? All the way down in 12th, hasn't even logged a lap yet. There he is coming down Conrad. Tiernizzle, winner of the Mustang GT4 Pro-Am race. Just jumped out of that car and into this car. So he's running off the high of winning that race. If he gets a good lap here, you got to think he's going to be one of the guys to beat tonight. As he's from the U.S. So, U.S. guy coming in here and already showing the Aussies how to run Mount Panorama. So now he hits the dirt a little bit. It's back on the dirt, really on the dirt. And this is beginning his first lap. We'll check back in on him in just a moment. We're going to go back up to the driver who finished 2nd. And are they in the same paint scheme again? They are. Okay, that's going to be fun to watch again. Start Race a Lot coming off that 2nd place effort, leading at the, wow. Teleports back to pit road, as he should, after that incident. But like I was saying, coming off that second place, had the victory in hand, and wrecked entering Forest Elbow on the white flag lap. Definitely not what he wanted. But now he's in the same paint scheme, well, same team as Tiernizzle. As Tiernizzle now should be coming up the town areas. Now he's coming through the S's, down to the Dipper. See what he does here. Good line through there. Oh, getting it up near the wall. These are the Pro-Am prototypes we're running tonight. One heavy stock car, one prototype, one GT car. That next race will be the McLaren GT3. perched as you're sitting here talking for so long. Tiernissel coming down the Conrad straight now, entering the chase. See if that's really late on the brakes, but he gets it down just in time, second gear. See what kind of lap time he can put up here. Getting on the grass ain't gonna help him. And coming to complete the lap, he jumps up to second place. Very nice. Joining us in the booth right now is Carlin Hicks in the Sunday Cup League account. What's up, Carlin? Johnny. Okay, John. Okay. Yeah, because you're texting off the app, aren't you? Yeah, that's why. Ooh. And now he spins it out. Oh, gets it straight again. Yep. Yeah, he's coming to complete his, I think it's 5th lap now. As he's coming down into the final corner, second gear, 55 miles an hour coming off. Let's see where he sets up, as that is a glitch in the racetrack. Wow. See where he jumps up. No, he stays now in 9th place at a 2:13.3. Doesn't improve on that. So Stas, the local boy, 9th place at the moment. So at the top of the field right now is Callie, who finished 3rd last race. He's going through a slow car on the inside. Can't tell who that is. I wish I could have a little name above the car so I know who that is. I'll have to check back on who that was. Has there are 2 drivers. Yes. Yeah, as he wrecks coming down Conrad right behind him. 2 drivers not to make time yet. That's URD. Let's check my cheat sheet here down below me. That's Urdon. Yep. And Guan from the Dominican Republic has yet to make time, as there is a stalled car off the final turn. And does he hit pit road? No, he gets back on the racetrack. So we're going to check in now with Arm Origins, who I believe he's just sitting on pit road. There's 1 car waiting to come out, so there is a pit guy at the end giving him the no signal. Yeah, he's trying through the pole now as he's coming up to the top of the mountain, now down into the S's, going towards the dipper. Nice line, very neat. He's going to have to worry about this car ahead of him, though. This is slow him down or help him down Conrad. Oh, and he spins it out. And that's going to be that for Tiernissel. That's it. I don't think he's going to get it here. If he gets down here, yep. That becomes... I think he should be getting there comfortable now. The minute left and he's halfway down Conrad. Yep, 16.7 in the tank. Some of these guys have at least 20. Let's see. Yeah, 70. So he's really light on the tank. So now he's coming off. He's getting it nice and warmed up now. Not a lap car. He's going to try to get a toe off this car ahead of him. I believe that is... Is that... No, that's not Sir Race-A-Lot, but Sir Race-A-Lot having struggled in this qualifying session after leading most of the last race. Trying to find the car ahead of him. Sta's getting in contact with somebody. Trying to find the car that's ahead of... Oh, there it is. It's Jordan. As we're looking back, and I don't see tear nizzle now, making me worried. A lot of drivers on track right now trying to get that last little bit of time they have left to get a lap in.
Hey, Colin Hicks here from down in the pits. Check in with you guys. Give you a report right before you start.
Hey, Carlin.
Interesting here with these cars. I think that some of the Camel GT vets like myself are going to be better in these than the full body because it feels quite a bit like the Porsche that we're running this season. So I think that... How's that? Is that better? Yeah, no worries. Trying to manage the mics between the party and the but yeah, I'd say look out here for some of the veterans moving up. The stars are getting in around this example.
I didn't check. How long is this race? How many laps? 8?
They're all 8 laps.
Okay.
Each of them's 8 laps. You got one more class after this one, GT3s and McLarens. We'll see how this one goes. I think that obviously the start's important. There's definitely some fast guys.
Yeah, Carlin, you're going to have competition with the guys who were racing hard last race as Sir Race-A-Lot bumps up to 4th place now on that last run. 3 seconds off of Cali. So now you have the top 3 of the last race in the top 4.
Oh yeah, we're going to see that. I think that this is not necessarily my forte, this kind of racing on this track. My best to hold on to the top 5. I think there's quite a few other fast guys that are going to be moving up. You see Aaron in 6, Shane in 7, Stas in 8. All those guys are quick. And especially Stas, who lives right here on this track. It says there he's an American. That's a mistake of the server. He's an Aussie right there in Bathurst. So I'll turn it back to you guys. Get back ready to start this race, and I'll see you after the. How'd your car feel out there, Carlo? In that one, actually, I felt pretty good with it. Like I said, it's a lot like the Camel GT car. It has a very similar the way that you throw the body roll into it. But you have to look out because it pushes. It doesn't seem like it would right off the bat, but it creeps up on you. So especially through the S's going up the mountain, you're going to see guys getting caught out by that. They're going to be overdriving it, and they're going to catch the wall coming through the S's. That's the main trouble spot I think you'll see. Other than that, these cars will fly, and then they're going to race very close together. So I think you'll see another finish like the last class.
All right, thanks, Colin. Good luck out there in this race. Let's see what you do.
As that was Carlin Hicks, as that is your top leaderboard right now, as qualifying is over. Callie on the pole with Tierney second, and as we were just talking to Carlin Hicks in the Sunday Cup League account in 3rd, with Sir Race-A-Lot 4th, and Anger Management rounding out the top 5, all within 3 seconds of each other, which is a pretty big gap. But when it comes to the race, I mean, 3 seconds in qualifying mean nothing. So we'll see how this goes. Let me retire and spectate.
I hate to interrupt, but I cannot hear them on the video. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the video.
The live stream.
Well, hear you fine too. Yeah. How about you, Johnny? Can you hear anything? I'm just double checking. No, you're not coming in. No. As green flag is out. Tiernizzle. Okay. As Callie, I think, almost botched the start there, but that was actually Tiernizzle who botched the start. As he backs down to 4th position, as now he's in the thick of this big pack as they head up to turn 2. It's going to be a big part of this race is the drafting as there is contact and cars up into the wall. Oh boy, this might bring out a red flag. No, everyone, and there it is. There it is. There it's back of the field. That is Arm Origins. Staza involved. Shane involved. It's big names right there. Let's see if that's going to be a red flag situation. No, we're still going green. Setting up to the top of the field. Now as Tiernizzle and Sunday Cup battle it out for 4th. As Callie just flying away with this one so far, but it's still early. And anything can happen right now as Sta is making up spots. He's now in 8th after that scrummage. He was 10th through all of that. Now he's made up 2 positions and hunting for more with Arm right ahead of him. There's Dazzler as he's heading down Conrad. So very hectic first lap. Something I thought wasn't going to happen, but unfortunately has occurred here at Bathurst. The field getting spread out as much as they are, but the top of the field right now is still a 2-second gap, as there is a pretty nice little spread between every driver. Right now, 1st through 5th is roughly about the same gap to one another. Now let's see if Sir Racelak can reel up Callie. It's going to be a tall order. No question about that. So they head up to turn 2. So we put back up the ticker. So Tiernizzle behind him. Winner of the Mustang race. Catching Sir Racela. Those are 2 drivers I think you're going to be talking a lot about in the future of SCL, especially in sports car racing. They're going to be the ones that are said a lot. I believe Tiernizzle right now is the, if I'm not mistaken, I think he is the leader of the Camel GT, and he's up there in the IndyCar points as well. Or Trans Am, I'm sorry. And he's up there in IndyCar too. So Tiernizzle is definitely a guy you want to, as he slams the wall, gets it back underway. Like Carlin said, these are cars you're going to have to really be on your toes with. These aren't your standard prototype where you're just going to be like, oh, well, let me just throw it to the corner and it sticks. No, these are light with a big V8, spin the tires up, and it pushes a lot too. So, Tiernizzle coming down Conrad. At the front of the field is Callie. He has about a 2.5 second lead now over Sir Racelot, who is in 2nd, coming through the chase. As we run down your field through the chase, Tiernizzle in 3rd. As Carlin Hickson of Sunday Cup League is in 4th. Anger Management is in 5th. As here comes Dazzle. He's heading into the chase at the moment. Arm Origins right behind him. Juan coming down Conrad now. So I think we have 2 Shanes now. Give me a break. Oh boy. Look at the timings. Okay, it's Shaken in. So Shane's in 9th. Shaken is in 11th. Because now it's a battle right here between Juan and Shane. Coming down to turn number 1. This will Juan give the position up. Shane battles on the outside, holds strong, heading up mountain. Staza loses it in turn 1. Definitely not the race he wanted, but I'm pretty sure he'll be great in the McLaren. On my friends list, he has the fastest lap time in the McLaren. So you got to think he's going to be definitely the one to watch next race, as I think he's just trying to get a handle on everything right now. And Shakin' and Bacon rounds out your field in 11th. A full minute and 10 off the pace. It's about half a lap as we'll jump up to the top as Tier I think just had a moment there. As he's going to have another moment here in about a second, as now he's losing spot to anger management. Something must have happened because he's lost 2 positions to Sunday Cup League and anger management. His Sunday Cup League is way up the road here as he's flying down Conrad. See what they're hitting here. I saw about 150 as they came into the chase. So coming down to it, lap 4 right now we are working. Callie is your leader as he's making it up the mountain straight. With about a 12-second lead now, he's really putting a whooping on this field. So now he comes up at turn number 2. 12-second lead at Bathurst is not easy. Callie's getting it done. I mean, the second place driver isn't even in the picture. Just entering turn 2 now is Sir Racelat. And right behind him is Carlin Hicks. So this is probably your best battle on the racetrack at the moment. As we're trying to look here, and this is your better. This is the one right here. This is anger management in Tiernizzle. I think Tiernizzle is trying to get back into this race now. Is there a spinner behind him? That's Arm Origins. He gets a pack fired up. So we'll look back at these two as they're racing up the mountain. Tiernizzle trying to find a way by anger management through the top of the mountain. Ooh, getting gutsy there. The slow car gets out of the way. Very nice by them. I believe that is 1. No, it's not. As Stas and Shakin' and Bacon having fun at the exit of the final turn. There's Aaron Origins. Sir Racelat having troubles. He's back to 5th now. So move anger management up to 3rd and Tiernizzle to 4th. As now we have a 3-way battle down Conrad. Coming towards the chase. So troubles blanketing these guys right now as this is definitely the best battle on the speedway, on the racetrack. Sir Racelet gets wide off the chase. And it's still a nose-to-tail battle coming down towards turn 1 between anger management and I didn't think that was going to work, but it forces anger management wide. And here comes Tiernizzle down to the inside. Well, I'm sorry, on the left of anger management. See if he can get a run up the mountain. He does. I think anger management just lets him by. Tiernizzle now move him up to 3rd. This is just going to be a back and forth battle through this race, there's no question. This is now Sir Racelat back into the picture. He's now in 5th at the back of this picture. Battle between anger management for 4th as they come through the top with them, as there's still more banging and banging going on at the top of the mountain here. Definitely some fun racing to watch. They must be having a terrible time inside the car, but it's fun for us. Is now through the top of the mountain comes anger management. Sir Race-A-Lot hot on his tail. Tierney gapping himself just a little bit from this pack. I got half a second. So Sir Race-A-Lot taps the outside wall. And now gaps back out this group as... Oh! That could have been bad. So Race-A-Lot losing it. Anger Management losing it. And that lets Tierney gap it out just a little bit. Check up with Sunday Cup League at Carlin Hicks. He's entering the chase now, an 18-second gap, as Callie just took lap 6, having 3 laps to go now. So now we got a car ducking on the pit road. And he's going to spin in front of Sunday Cup League. Ooh. I think that's shaking a bacon, and it was shaking a bacon, as now he gets it gathered together on the pit road. Probably calling it a race. Pit crew coming out. Does he just put it in the pit stall and leave it there? Let's see. Okay, they're just gonna let him do his thing. I think he's just fixing repairs. So back up to the front of the field is Sunday Cup League. Back behind Callie, who is near the top of the mountain. 20-second lead for Callie. And this is probably going to be the most dominant win of the night. And the car I felt like would be the more, as there's a slow car in the dip. That's one, if I'm not mistaken. It is. As he gets it gathered back together and spins it out, entering forced elbow. The back to Callie. This is the race I thought everyone would have a pretty good chance at, you know, with the drafting and everything in these cars. Apparently not. I think Callie's just got this one. He was quick right out of the gate in this class, and this car, as Sir Race-A-Lot having a problem, as there's a stopped car in the dipper. Oh boy. Let's see. Try to figure out who that was. Oh, that was Tierney. So Tierney having problems. There's 3 cars with the same livery, so I had to figure it out there for a second. So Tierney was stuck in the dipper, or just stalled it. Couldn't do anything about it. Hopefully over the game chat he said something. So now he heads down. Conrad. See Sir Race-A-Lot now. As the lap car heads into the final corner. So the pack getting pretty spread out early is the story of this one. And wrecks and spins also the big story. As now we are on 2 laps to go, as Callie now takes it up the mountain. No struggles for Callie today. But you gotta think, if he does mess up, this man is going to be ready to pounce. It's Carlin Hicks in the Sunday Cup account. You just think he's just running it through, buying his time. He said these cars handle like the Porsches in the Camel GT, which in a later video we'll get to why those cars won't be returning next season. So up through the top of the mountain goes Carlin Hicks. In second place, a good 21, now a 21.5 second gap between him and Callie. I'm sorry, not Carly. Yeah, Carly at the front of the field now. No, but Callie is now coming down Conrad. And had a pretty good launch, had a pretty good first turn, pretty good first lap, if you want to be honest. Really got everything he needed done. He comes down this high straight. There are Anger Management at the top of the screen coming down Conrad. Pretty nice camera angle there. As the white flag waves for Callie as he bounces down into the turn 1. Coming up mountain straight for the final time today. You know, no pressure for the guy. You know, first turn, got it done, got away. Lucky there wasn't a red flag there at the beginning of this one. You know, through this section, you saw it live here on SCL Racing Network, the wreck at the beginning of the race between Staza and a couple other people. No red flag was waved as there is a stalled car. That might be Staza as we're talking about him. I'll check on that real quick. No, it's not Staza. Who was that? We'll check about that later. As he comes to the top of the mountain now for the final time, down into the S's. Into the dipper. Like, ooh, almost did something that he didn't want to do there. You don't want to stall or spin it out there in the dipper. That's a recipe for disaster. Don't spin it out now. Come on, just bring it on home. Down Conrad. You know, like I said, doing pretty good in this car. As, wow, what just happened there? Huh. Did the room just crash? Oh, the room's doing fine. So, a little technical difficulty in game. It's not me. It's in game. I think the replay just dipped out. So I can still hear cars. Yeah. So, that's unfortunate on our end. Apologize about that. That's the game doing this, not me. But we can only think that Callie did get the win in that race. I'll have to check in with Carlin on that one. Carlin probably finished second, and then third, fourth, fifth. That's all on that. That's really weird. Because you can hear cars in the background. Huh. Alright, well, we'll definitely try to get this sorted out and figured out. Maybe hope for something to happen here in the next minute or so. As we do have the ticker back up. That's... Oh, is it because Callie... Oh! Oh! Okay, that's a shame. Callie lost connection. That's what it was. So he lost connection down halfway down Conrad. Oh, dear. So Sunday Cup in Carlin Hicks is your winner. Unbelievable. That's weird. So now we figured out that Callie dipped out. Okay, so that figures that out. So Sunday Cup is your winner. Wow. So there is your final results. Unbelievably, ladies and gentlemen, Callie lost connection down Conrad on the white flag lap. So there is your results from 1st to 10th. 10 cars finished today's race. There they are. That's a real winner right there. Sir Ray Slot finishes second. Anger management after the Callie incident bumps him up to third place, getting a podium for his race. Wow. Wow. So, coming up next on the SCL Racing Network, our final race, our finale tonight for the Aussie Pro-Am, the McLaren GT3s. As the drivers back into the lobby. If you want to join the SCL, that was
that was a hard. I told Callie, Carlin Hicks from down in the pits. I told Callie that I've had that happen to me before, and it's as tough as it gets. And I'm thinking about him while I'm holding the trophy. But I think it was pretty much how we called it for the race. You know, we said in a race like that, there's going to be a veteran who's not quite as fast who, you know, stays straight, cycles towards the front, and gets a good finish. And I happened to be that guy in that race. I just kept it straight and was able to be fortunate enough when that happened. But he ran a perfect race. Callie's a very good driver, a new driver in POW racing. And I think that you know, he's going to be he's going to find his way in the victory circle in big events. You know, plenty of times in his SCL career. That was a pretty good race. I'm going to get them up and going with qualifying for the next class. I'll check in with you guys back shortly.
All right, thank you, Carlin. Yeah, it's like just like he said, perfectly summed up. That was a heartbreaker to watch. Like I said, next race is the McLaren, as Carlin will be setting that up right now. We'll switch off and switch back on, just like last time for the McLaren race. If you ever want to join the SCL, go to Communities on the PS4 and look them up. Join, become a member, enjoy some racing as usual. I'll give you the website also. The website is, wow, that's weird. I didn't want to come up for that one. It's the Sunday Cup League .wixsite.com /SCRN. Go ahead, check it out. We have everything you need up there. Point standings, cars, regulations, rulebook, everything you need. This is WKK3 with the SCL Racing Network. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for the next race, the McLaren GT3 at Bathurst.